This is Pac-Man, the Pac-Man frog, and for the past few weeks, his enclosure has looked like this. It used to be way better, but due to me having to sneak him past TSA, I'll explain later, I had to get rid of it. So Pac-Man and I have been living in this sort of limbo, where I take his enclosure and put it outside so he can get the necessary sunlight, refuel his enclosure, feed him, wait until nightfall, take him inside, rinse and repeat for 3 weeks. And after a while, I was getting tired of it, he was getting tired of it, and it was about time that I got him a new home.
Oh my god, you are huge, my guy. Holy shit. I think they're fighting. Oh, I just intruded on their very important conversation. My bad.
Now, I think it's pretty important to mention I'm a bit of a brokey. So I'm going to try and find everything I need under $100. Now, this might prove to be more difficult than intended.
Like, have you seen the prices of things lately? I doubt I'm gonna find anything under.
This right here.
What?
Everything I need for my frog.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I didn't expect to find this here, and it claimed to have everything we needed for a basic enclosure, but this seemed too boring. Like, there were no plants for structure or anything. So, I picked up some tropical plants and a rock fixture for him to bathe in. It's small, but it should work for now.
Nice car, man.
That's okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not really sure why, but lately I've been getting a lot of Hispanic taxi drivers.
¿Ves? Eso es racista.
Not that it's a problem or anything, it's just that... Hey, remember when I told you to sneak my frog past TSA?
So I'm coming back home from a very long ordeal, and all I had on me was a backpack, skateboard, doormat, and frog. Completely normal luggage. On top of that, I also showed up 12 hours early for my flight. I was gonna make a video about this, then my phone died and refused to charge for the next 2 days. So I make it to the front gate, and the lady at the desk notices my frog and says, "Oh my god, how cool. No one's ever done that before." And then scans me in. No issue. I get to TSA and they see my frog and go, "Hey, do you mind holding him in your hands real quick so I can scan the box?" "Sure thing," I say, and we go to the x-ray and make it to the terminal. As I wait to start boarding the plane, the lady at the front desk screams, "What is that?" I go, "My pet frog," and get on the plane. And while I'm boarding the plane, all the flight attendants and passengers, they're all just chilling. A few of them are loving the frog, asking me questions. Others are just sitting there looking at it like it's some goddamn alien. And at this point, I'm sitting on the plane, okay? I'm sitting down. And then I hear on the intercom, "Will Elijah AUGUSTE-D come to the front gate?" And I'm like, no way, right? So I waddle my black ass to the front, and the lady at the front desk, let's call her Cheryl. Do you want to know what she did? She went through the entire Delta Airlines handbook to find the one line that stated amphibians weren't allowed on the plane. And you know what? I couldn't say anything because I'm not going to cause a scene at an airport, right? And technically, she was right. So I had to just sit there and let my anger fester. Well, she was just going, "Well, I'm sorry for any inconvenience. We just. So eventually, another attendant comes over because I was noticeably angry, and they offer me the next available flight 9 hours later. Needless to say, they wanted me to get rid of my frog. No. So I ended up grabbing his old food container, packing it with dirt, placed him inside, and then put him in my backpack. I go through the whole process again, made it to the front gate, and Cheryl had the nerve to ask, what did you do with the frog?" Cheryl. I got on the plane, sat down, and flew home. Take that, Cheryl.
All right, as you can see, we got not one, but 2 tropical plants. 50 count of superworms, a little gross, but okay. And a cornerstone for his water cup. This is very important because whenever hopefully not, if I ever forget to re-moisten the dirt in his box, he'll be able to swim in here. It'll be full of water. He'll be able to have, whatever he needs for the day.
God fucking damn it. Okay, hold on, there we go.
satisfaction. All right, now that you have a clean enclosure and some substrate, we can now start building it. Now, right now what I'm seeing is I obviously lay the dirt down and I put these two plants on either side. And then I use this carpet right here. Let me see how big it is actually. Yeah, so this carpet is like meant for lizards who don't burrow, but I think I can use it effectively here. I guess it's just gonna have to be placed down. Actually, this kind of makes me feel like a professional. Yeah, I gotta put down the foundation. The foundation's very important before you put down the substrate, you see. I have the best enclosure. The best enclosure in all of America. Now for the dirt. I might have fucked up. Maybe a little bit. There might not be enough substrate here. No, I can make this work. I can make this work. Even if there's not, I can make it work. I can make it look really nice. Just wait. I'm starting to regret my past actions very severely. I mean, like, how deep does he need to burrow? Like, just his body weight, right? And I'll have a hide in there for him, so he could use that as cover too. He doesn't need to be entirely in the dirt. Because my guy's very shy. Like, he'll fucking, like, he'll be in that bitch. Like, I'm talking, like, legit 2 inches in the dirt. So I think having a place for him to be a little more shallow is probably better for him. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, okay. Sounds like good mac and cheese. Now, the plan is for this little section that doesn't have dirt, this is gonna be where his watering hole is. Like, because he needs water to live, obviously. Yeah, this makes sense. I am smart. I am a genius. Oh no, I put it in the fucking, immediately dropped into the fucking water pool. Shit. Oh no. There we go. Now I gotta wash this out. I don't want to give him a dirty pool. I kind of want to just get him right now and put him in this. Like, this looks awesome. He's gonna love this. Oh no. Okay, so a few of you viewers were probably screaming at me because I didn't notice. That doesn't look like enough dirt to really burrow under. See, that is what you call a generational fuck up. That's what you call that right there. Shit. There's not enough for him to burrow effectively. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have some parts be flat that I know he's not gonna go to, and have other parts be like more packed. So that way he can just like, he can feel around. That's definitely not enough. This is how deep it was, right here. That is not enough. The dirt that he's in right now, that's probably gonna be what I'm gonna use to pattern this out a little bit. Let me go ahead and grab him. Now, as stated in the intro, this was his enclosure. Pretty sad, to say the least, but that is going to change very soon. Look at him. If only this camera would focus. I need to get a new lens. It's like a fucking Lego blur. I kind of want to keep it like this, low key. Yup. Look at that. That was the final piece I needed. I actually just might lose him in here, I'm not gonna lie. Look at this, it's not even finished yet and it already looks like 10 times better than it was before. Yup, this is definitely enough for him to burrow in. Originally, you're supposed to change out his dirt like once a week when you have a frog like this. But when it comes to this substrate, I found that I can just like, what I do is I just shuffle it around every once in a while because it usually gives him like a nice batch of air, so it doesn't like ever get too humid and start growing mold or anything. It's usually just to mix it up again, make the dirt look fresh, you know, moisten and stuff like that. This right here is low-key perfect. Nice and compact. Now these plants are tropical Dracaena. Is this thing still not able to focus? What the fuck? But yeah, this is called a Dracaena variegated plant. Now, the guy who sold me this told me specifically that, these are real plants by the way, he told me that I needed to get these little white rocks out of the plant because the only purpose of them was to keep up the moisture. I've actually never planted a plant before, so I hope I don't fuck this up. There's still some white pebbles in the center. that I'm not sure how to get rid of. I'm not a plant guy, so I really don't know if I'm even supposed to be touching these roots. But this looks good enough. Plant number 1. They make this very impractical. Oh no, oh no. There was a lot more of the right rocks and gelatin than in the other one. Ah, man. I'll have to clean that up later. Okay, that one was a lot easier to clean. I couldn't fit this whole plant inside the hole, so I had to take it off with my teeth. I bet a few of the plant people are laughing at me right now. This guy is about to kill his plants. They're not gonna die. Trust me. These plants, they're gonna survive. Look at that, it's already adding some style, some pizzazz, you know what I'm saying? Some wow stuff, you know? Now this is what we call a hide. It's where a Pac-Man frog usually likes to do. It likes to, well, hide, that's why it's called a hide. He'll just sit under this and just chill for his entire morning. I'm pretty sure these are mostly nocturnal animals. I haven't looked, probably should, but they don't move much during the day. They spend their entire time just underground, and a hide is something that they really like. So I'm actually gonna have it like angled a bit, so that way it looks like it's kind of coming out of the ground. Now look at this. This is a burrow. Oh, that's nice. That's what I call a closure right there. Little surface lamp. Moment of truth. Hey, let's go. Okay, so for right now, this looks, it looks okay. Like it's fine, but clearly I need to add more than this. Like, you know, this backdrop with like nothing there is pretty ugly. I mean, there could definitely be a little bit more plant life. Like I can do a whole lot more, but for a one stop at the store, this is pretty good. I'm definitely gonna do more pretty soon, but right now it looks like he's enjoying it. I'm actually really proud of this. This actually looks really cool. I didn't do much, but it still looks really fucking awesome.
After the build, I placed the enclosure on a high shelf so the house cat couldn't get to it. And he seemed very interested in what was inside, but rest assured, he's safe in there. But the main problem was how bland the enclosure was. To get a better feel of what the enclosure should look like, I looked online and found 2 things. Dry leaves make a great hiding place, and moss would make the enclosure very comfortable for him to live in.
All right, that's the video. It's been like a week now and he seems to really be enjoying the enclosure. My mom got him a little decoration, even though she doesn't like frogs. But he seems to have taken a liking to this back corner and he really enjoys the moss. So he doesn't use the hide though. I spent money on that and he just does not use that shit. Like not at all. But yeah, that's the whole video. Subscribe if you like it. If you didn't, okay. But yeah, that's everything. See you next time.